you're gonna smell something. When I switch the tab to the next one I selected for today, there's a smell. This post has a smell to it. Ready? Am I the asshole for refusing to dance at the stag night for my boyfriend's brother? I, a 25-year-old female. Do you smell it? Do you smell like the carpet that's had 1,000,000 beers spilled on it? Smell the ashtray? A touch of latex? I am a stripper, and it's a job I am not ashamed of and enjoy a lot. When that's the first thing you say, plus it makes great money. My boyfriend, 27-year-old male of 4 years, asked me tonight if I'd dance for his brother's stag night this Saturday. It's what a bachelor party is called in my country. And the female version is called a hen night. They're in the UK. The dancer they originally had booked that I helped arrange had to cancel as she broke her ankle during a performance. I've tried to find them another dancer, calling in favors from my friends in the industry, but weekends are always busy and it's too short notice, so everyone is booked solid. I offered to get them into the club I work for and would even be able to arrange for VIP treatment of the party, but this offer was rejected as the club is too far away from other activities they have planned for the evening. Now, in the end, my boyfriend suggested I dance. He has no problem with my job and didn't feel like me dancing for the group would be a problem. I wouldn't be comfortable dating a stripper, personally. I would feel really weird. I think even if I was okay with that, I think I'd feel weird about them specifically performing for my friends. And I'd be like, no way, performing for a relative of mine. Oh, I share my girlfriend with my dad. Isn't that a fucking... just, like, doesn't that just make you go, ugh? Just, no. Just no. Or in this case, brother. But the fascinating part. Now, if it was my boyfriend's friends, I'd be open to it after discussion to make sure we were both fully okay with this. Low-key telling the boyfriend, oh, I'll do whatever with your friends, yeah. I'd be open to it after discussion to make sure we were both fully okay with this, but the fact it's for his brother raises concerns for me and feels just too awkward. I only cheat outside of the family, okay? Alright? I think even friends is weird. My boyfriend refuses to see the issue, stating we're all adults and his brother was looking forward to there being a stripper at the party. Okay, at least he doesn't say his brother was really looking forward to me. But it's just weird to think if we work out, then for the rest of my life I'll have to know his brother saw me dance. Yeah, if we work out. Yeah, but any times his friends would be around, they would have seen you dance. And at every family event I attend, it'll just be on my mind. I have a suspicion the brother is just ugly. Right, Armel? That's clearly a shame response. Especially if everyone else is fine with it. Why is that the line? That's like such a specific line. I've told my brother it isn't happening. I've told my boyfriend it isn't happening, and the best I can offer is the club, and if they need a stripper that badly, then they'll take it. He thinks I'm being ridiculous and that someone in my job shouldn't be bothered by this. And if they can be mature about it, so should I. Be a grown-up. Show my brother your tits. This is just... oh... This feels real, though. I feel like the same person who'd be a stripper would date this guy. Just saying. Was my knee-jerk reaction to refuse too harsh? And then the question... is it too harsh to not give my boyfriend's family boners? Is that too harsh? Actual 3 IQ bimbo. You are the asshole for not stripping for your boyfriend's brother. I was so scared there'd be like an edit or additional context that would be like, edit, my boyfriend's brother has Down syndrome. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, edit, he has Lou Gehrig's disease. Yeah, even if she literally just didn't want to for any reason, it's not the asshole to not do it. I think the question we need to ask here is, why does he want you to dance for his brother so badly he's giving you shit about being uncomfortable with it? Because it's one thing to be secure enough that it wouldn't bother him if you did dance for his friend and family. But it's a whole other thing to expect it of you and to claim you're the one with the problem if you aren't comfortable with it. I don't know, your girlfriend doing sexy dance for your family members? That's pretty extreme in my opinion. If you're not comfortable with it, that's the end of it. Sure. Interesting commentary. Gotta be something weird behind it. Maybe he told his bro. Why not read into... Sorry, we're gonna read into this. But we're not gonna read into her... She would have been okay if it was just his friends? We're not gonna read into that? True. This is a good perspective as well. Her future sister-in-law. That's probably the more important one, right? Imagine the brother's fiance finding out that her husband's brother's girlfriend danced for him. That's pretty oof. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't vibe with the stag night stripper stuff. I don't vibe with that either. Maybe I'm too old-fashioned. I don't know. I reckon it's because brothers can be competitive. He's showing off. Look what I got. She's way hotter than who you're marrying, which is pretty gross. Damn, they're going in on this. I wonder if OP has said anything more. No? Let's check YTA. There might be one. You're the asshole dance, monkey dance. That's pretty good. I like that. I think that's the best. This is the best comment of the segment for sure. For sure. And here's the only other you're the asshole. It's not wrong to feel uncomfortable with doing this sort of thing, but the problem is that you're letting your emotions cloud the facts of the situation. Me, an intellectual, dancing for my boyfriend's brother. Rather than the facts of the situation informing you. He's okay with it. His brother is okay with it. All his brother's mates seem to be okay with it too. It's hard to express this in a way that doesn't sound mean, but I hope you can see where I'm coming from here. They all want you to dance, so you should be okay with it. It's unfathomable. Current year. Whenever anyone's like, it's 2024. Damn, I should have done it last year. I missed my chance, I guess. You're the weirdo. YTW. Am I the asshole? For being honest. And telling my daughter that her wedding is a running joke of what not to do if you marry in our family/friend group. Now, point number one, it makes it sound like it's what not to do if you engage in incest. If you marry in our family. I presume it's an in-joke within the family, not marry in the family. My daughter got married about a year ago. She spent about 20K on her wedding. It was a wonderful experience for her, but for all the guests, it really sucked. All the money went to things the couple would enjoy. The reasons it sucked for the guest was due to multiple factors. The biggest ones being that guest has to buy food, drinks, and no entertainment. Damn, they have to buy no entertainment? That is pretty unusual. That is very unusual, yeah. So people get to the wedding and the ceremony happens. Then they go put into another room after a long day of driving out. Don't get any food/drink. Most of them were forced to buy overpriced food since they were starving. They didn't even get any cake since the cake was a fake. Is this Dr. Seuss? What? They had a fake cake? Overall, not a good guest experience. Yeah, this is... I don't think it's a Portal reference, okay? This is so bad and out of the ordinary that... So far, yeah, seems like an asshole move to surprise people with that scenario at a wedding. Because there are expected things. If it's going to be like you have to pay for your food at the wedding, you gotta tell people, because that is not normal. That is not normal at all. Normally you just pay for drinks. Sometimes you don't, but normally you just pay for drinks. The best part of weddings is if you are a band. If you play weddings, you get so much free food. It's so good. Afterwards, it was negatively talked about. Yeah, of course, and people were actually quite mad about it. For sure, yeah. My other daughter is getting married and asked for my help. Her sister offered to help, and my other daughter made it clear she doesn't want her wedding to be anything like hers. Yeah. If this is true, hell no. Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to be delusional and lie. My daughter asked what she meant by that. Okay, these are not functioning individuals. And I was honest with her. That her wedding wasn't a good experience for guests and it is a running joke at this point with family/friends. I thought she already knew since a lot of people hated her wedding. This caused an argument and she called me a jerk by the end. I pointed out all the issues I had with her wedding and she thinks I'm being cruel. She asked. The wedding was straight, bizarre, unusual trash, plus she asked, not the asshole. It's that easy. Edit. The money went to her dress, venue, and photos. I know her dress was $6,000. The venue was pricey, and she didn't get the food package. Oh my god. I was not part of the wedding planning, I was having medical issues. Why do you even... What? Why you gotta say I was having medical issues? You don't need an excuse. You can just not be part of the planning. Yeah, for sure. They asked. She asked. This is fascinating though. What do you think... So this post, when I archived it, it's been judged. What do you think this was rated as? It might blow your mind. Not enough information. Can't judge. This is the one you struggle with? This is the example Reddit struggles with. Post 1, info. How the heck does someone spend 20k on a wedding and not feed anyone? You don't need that info to decide whether this person is an asshole or not. If Annual Suggestion had the information on why they couldn't feed everyone and why there was a fake cake and all that, what would that change? If we know 20k is spent, is this Redditors being scared in case it's like, oh no, she's oppressed. She's oppressed, so, we can't criticize her wedding. Is that what... She's a heroin addict. It's understandable. Like what a nightmare thread. Stop it. Stop. Oh, I saw someone said, why are you blaming OP? To me, this is a slam dunk, not the asshole. It sounds like OP is helping her second daughter plan her wedding. OP has made clear she didn't help her first daughter. Oh, so that's why they said the medical thing. But all you need to do is, I wasn't even asked. I wasn't asked. You don't need to be sick. You don't have to help your daughter plan her wedding. Maybe she doesn't want you to, even. Maybe she wouldn't have wanted to. She wasn't asked. Shut up. If your daughter had any humanity in her, she wouldn't be planning a wedding when one of her parents is in such a medical condition. But then again, it doesn't seem like her wedding required much planning. It just required badly spent money. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she is really privileged for a mom? I know you guys like the P word. I know you love it. My sister is pretty used to having a good life. To be fair, she has worked hard for it. We are from a working class family and she's the only person with a bachelor's, but she also expects a lot too. Yeah, Seoxer, I feel like this is... Granted, they didn't explicitly say, the amount of effort she put in is commensurate with the rewards. But if you're going to say, she worked hard for it, you're sort of undermining any claim of privilege. Perhaps not fully. Perhaps you don't think she's worked hard enough to deserve it. But, still, not the best start. We're from a working class family and she's the only person with a bachelor's, but she also expects a lot too. Specifically, she constantly complains about being tired. I thought it was going to be something material. Yeah, as chat says, maybe from working hard, yeah. The entitlement to not feel... She's talking about her feel... Wait, is she going to ask for something from this woman? She has an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old and complained about how tiring it is to be a parent. Yeah, probably. She works as an accountant and her husband is a partner at their firm, so she only needed to work part-time while the kids were young. So she worked and looked after kids. Probably quite tiring. Now that they're in grad school... Oh, how? No, that was a typo. Now that they are in grad school, her husband does drop off for school so she can go to the gym. Okay, she works out. They also have cleaners weekly. The gym is tiring. Like, it's a privilege to be able to go to the gym. It costs money or whatever and time, but... You get tired from going to the gym, okay? They also have cleaners weekly. So cleaners counts towards maybe you should be less tired, but going to the gym, you're going to be more tired. What the hell is this? They also hire a nanny once a week so they can have a night out alone. They are always going on ski holidays and trips? That's not going to stop you from being tired. When she was pregnant. That's fair as well. Yeah, true, Nikita. Can't complain about tired if you go to the gym. Well, depends. I feel like it depends. So this person says she constantly complains about being tired. Maybe if she's got an active life by choice and she's constantly like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh. We'll see, though. It does stink of jealousy as well, though. But if we're going to be fair, when she was pregnant, she got a month off work before the baby was born. The children are 8 and 5. So this is crazy. Yeah, it is kind of crazy that this lady is going that far back. I've had to work right after giving birth. Oh, it's chimp mindset. There we go. It's chimp mindset. The other chimp has a grape. I'm mad. This would be fine if we both were given a peanut every day, but she got given a grape. My ex and I barely make enough to make ends meet, and now I'm a single parent of my son. My ex now works for cash and doesn't declare most of his earnings, so I'm screwed. People just go on the internet and post this? Is this a throwaway account? Did they say? Is this the person's main account? This user has deleted their account. Oh, baby. Oh, that makes me think this shit's real. Presumably, because this was posted on 17th of April and I archived it. This girl deleted her account in response to what people were saying. Most of my money is used to put him in daycare and I'm exhausted all the time. Why? Your kid's in daycare. I complain too, but it gets on my nerves when she complains back. You're the asshole. You shot yourself in the foot. Why not just lie a bit? Like, if you want dopamine from people supporting you, you can lie a little bit on the internet. It's like a millionaire complaining about being broke next to a college student. No. She has more money than you, but isn't necessarily less tired. That's not analogous. If it was like, I complain about my bills, if it was like, I complain about barely being able to feed myself, and she's complaining that she can't afford to go on her 5th vacation this year, then I'd be like, yeah, I can see that being annoying. But if you're like, oh, I'm so tired, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm so tired too. I do all this stuff. I have 2 kids, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that shouldn't really make you angry. Unless there's some specifics to her doing it. Like if she's clearly trying to one-up you on tiredness, maybe. I lost my temper when I called her, and she asked how I was, and I said I was really tired, and she said she was so tired too. She just said she was so tired too. That's it? I told her it's not the same. She's the most privileged mom I know, and she really needs to know who she is complaining to. She's trying to empathize. It's not just, right, this person is one of those scary people. Transaction-brained individual. Where she views this as like, I'm offloading, that's a positive to me. You need to do charity and not offload back onto me. That's the transaction. You let me be the one who has it worse. That gives me dopamine. You've got to be charitable because you have a better life. When a normal person doesn't view it like that, perhaps even her sister, I would imagine, is like, oh, you're so tired, and empathizes and said, I'm so tired too. Presumably would want to continue to talk about it more and is showing, she's trying to connect and show, I understand how you feel. But this person takes it as, you're making me carry your burden now. You should have done me charity. Taken burden from me and not given me burden back. It's that kind of, maybe not exactly like that, but you get what I mean, this transactional perspective on conversation. I told her it's not the same. She's the most privileged mom I know, and she really needs to know who she's complaining to. She hung up on me and told me I was being a bitch over text, and I guess I was, but I'm sick and tired about her complaining. It's pretty tone deaf. I complain too, but it gets on my nerves when she complains back. Implies she typically says it when you say it. You're the asshole, full stop. My ex is a piece of shit and I take this out on my sister. Am I the asshole? Your sister has support, and you don't. The sister was being support for OP. The sister was being support. Yes, there is no regulation who can be tired, but she have chance to relax at any time due to her support, not you. I recommend you to report the shit out of your ex. Being single mother extra hard than mother who have partner who can help them. Even cavemen use Reddit, apparently. Had she not asked how you were, then I'd say you're the asshole. But she asked, and if she cared about you, she would have kept her tiredness to herself. Transactionoid detected. Transactionoid detected. When you call to check on someone, you shouldn't be unloading all your troubles on them. Ring ring! Hey, how's it going? Fellow mother? Oh, I'm really tired. Oh man, I am too. Tell me about it. I'm kind of shocked by these comments. It's as simple as read the room. It's as simple as don't be a schizo. It's like complaining to someone with nothing to eat because I don't like way someone cooked my steak. No, because she's not insulated against tiredness. She's not magically not tired. She has kids and she works. OP? Not OP. Yes, OP. OP is lacking funds. I wonder how much she's working on top of having the kids. The sister has nannies and stuff, but the sister also has a job and looks after kids. Do you think the nanny once a week covers for the combination of kids and job? I doubt it. Your sister's indifference to your situation must be very hard to take. That is not for 1 second written in OP. She has no consideration or sensitivity to your struggle. You don't mention that she ever gives you a helping hand or helps you with babysitting? Yeah, babysit for her. So your sister had to babysit for you and then still not complain about being tired. That's correct, because she has more money. Okay. It is very much a privilege to have a reliable spouse. Yeah, and neither OP or her ex had one, I imagine. Bro, just choose better. Just choose better. Honestly, she's just not the person to talk to about these things, and vice versa. I don't talk to my very overweight friend about how badly I want to lose weight. That's again a different scenario. What are you doing? I don't think that's analogous. Maybe about how fat I am, but then that's still pretty different. The hell is wrong with these people? Am I the asshole for refusing to cook for my family despite cooking for myself and saying they deserve to go hungry? First impression, deserve to go hungry is pretty extreme. I doubt they really mean that. You deserve to starve is different to you don't deserve to have me cook for you, okay? Bit hardcore. So 16M, so a 16-year-old, a little boy, still live with my family, obviously. I have chores just like my siblings, sure, but something I do for fun and because I love and have a passion for it is cooking. Hungry doesn't mean starve. To me, go hungry means you do not eat. I started cooking for myself 3 years ago. I had cooked before, but nothing like the last 3 years. I enjoy making my own breakfast. Sure. Damn, guys, for the last 3 years I've been cooking. Every morning I pour myself a Weetabix. And breakfast and dinner and even lunch if I have no school. My parents saw I was cooking more and they added that to my list of chores because Mom said they didn't want to waste food. Why would they make that comment is my immediate thought. Are you cooking with the family's ingredients? Do you have like a little part-time job or something? And you buy your own stuff? If you're cooking with the family's ingredients, that's I added to my list of chores because wait, literal child, move on? I cooked when I was 16. What? What do you mean? So they don't want to waste food, and Dad said it was rude to cook for only one person. I think when you live with your family, depending on like if you're using their stuff, it is rude to just be like, hey, I'm cooking dinner for myself. If like everyone else is going to eat together and have a meal together, and then you do it separately and just cook for yourself. Like we need more context here. And I didn't mind cooking for everyone. Okay, sure. But they were so ungrateful. my siblings and parents alike. It's your stuff? What do you mean it's your stuff? OMG, no it's not, Tim. Abused. What do you mean? Complaints I got were too spicy. Like, if this was going to be a case of, no, I will not cook. I will not cook for you ever. I'm going to cook my separate dinner. You guys have your dinner. That would be stupid. But this kid, there would have to be something shocking after this point for him to be the asshole. There would have to be something insane. They said, don't want food waste, rude to only cook for yourself, presumably for dinner. The kid says, okay, sure, and cooks for them. But they say it's too spicy. They want potatoes instead of rice. They want rice instead of noodles. Want beef instead of chicken. Wanted something plain instead of spicy. Want to know, lads and ladies, it is a given that this is a lie. It's on Reddit, okay? Wanted a more veggie-focused meal. Wanted lasagna instead of pasta bake. Didn't want soup. Didn't like the flavor of soup. I would say there are perhaps consistency issues. It seems like it's suggested this person is using family's ingredients. Not things they bought themselves and have control over. And then they're complaining about what ingredients were used. Right? If this kid's asking if he's an asshole, genuinely, nah, come on. Changed mind and wanted meat well done. That one's easy enough to fix. Wanted more kinds of potatoes? What? Sorry. These potatoes are lovely. This mash is nice, but I didn't want Maris Piper mash. I wanted Maris Piper and King Edward combination. Okay. I need my mash made from at least 2 or 3 different potatoes. None of this was constructive either. It was whining and complaining. And I did start out asking what I should do, but everyone wanted something different, and I'm still in school. I can't spend 6 hours cooking dinner on a school night, so my siblings can... Look, even within the bounds of Reddit, you know what I believe? I believe that some of this is real, and then all of this part is bullshit. I think this is a kid who really got asked to make dinner once, and is now tantruming on Reddit. My siblings can have pizza, fries, nuggets, tacos, and my parents can have steak and potatoes and gravy and all the trimmings, or none of the trimmings, but 5 different kinds of potatoes. You were not asked for... I even made a weekly meal plan for a while, and they wouldn't complain until after they ate it. New theory. This is an entire family of people with dementia, including this child. Come on. If you're gonna post here, make stuff up. Fine. Let him cook. Literally. We expect you to have made up stories and whatnot. Please don't go full retard. Don't go full retard, alright? I spoke to my family about the way they were behaving, and my mom told me that's the reality of cooking for a family. She said my siblings and dad had always been like that with her. I pointed out I hadn't been. And she just said that, and she said, yeah, but it's part of life. I told her, so she decided to treat me worse than I treated her, and she told me I was being difficult, and I told her no. This is written like a 16-year-old for sure. It's a tantrum. No, this is real. The specifics are not real, and they're so off that I want to say, reading through it, using my reaction powers... The true situation is you were asked to cook once, and one of your siblings said something bad about it, and now you're having a tantrum. You are the asshole. I can read through it. I can pierce the veil of the Redditor. I can see into their heart. So I said I wouldn't cook it. Hang on. A few times, my dad or one of my siblings would say I wasn't a very good cook, and they hated eating my food. So I said I wouldn't cook anymore, and Dad and Mom would get pissed, and my siblings would call me lame. I'm not gonna cook dinner anymore. Because you think it tastes like dog shit. How lame! How lame! So I stopped cooking for them. I cook just for me again, and my parents are furious. They all come home hungry, and I have nothing ready for them. they all come home, take off their jacket, all of them, mom, dad, and siblings, take off their bowler hat, hang it on the coat rack. They all simultaneously yell, "Honey, I'm home! What's for dinner?" Come on. I have nothing ready for them. Not even my siblings. Why are your siblings getting home later than you? And you're not staying out? What do you mean? The 16-year-old stay-at-home chef. My parents have stopped me from going to school because they need to make sure I have dinner ready when my siblings come home. Oh. My parents told me it's disrespectful, and I cannot continue. And I said they were all disrespectful and ungrateful ones, shitting all over what I made for them. We've gone from, if you're gonna cook, don't just cook dinner for yourself at night. If it's presumably, it's typical for their family to all have the same thing. Because there's context missing, right? Is this person cooking for themselves? Because the parents' complaint was, one of them was, it's a waste of food. Which paints the picture possibly of the mom maybe makes dinner for everyone and has the ingredients and the recipe to make enough for all of them. So she either leaves out one person's worth of the ingredients and cuts down the recipe by one person, or can't really do that because he would throw everything off, so they end up wasting what the mom made for that kid when he eats his own stuff, or maybe he makes too much and it's a waste but not enough for everyone, or... Yeah, it's hard to tell. There's definitely not enough information, I think. And it's very clear that this kid isn't being 100 with us. Very clear. I think there is actually too much missing. If we take it at face value, which I say we have to do because, a lot of these are made up, then sure, not the asshole. This is insane. If all of this is real and true, but I think with something that goes this far, you have to. You have to call bullshit. I will accept the basic premise of what's happening, but even within what's written here, why is your mom saying she doesn't want to waste food? Where's that coming from? That is in the post. They told me I shouldn't be okay with letting them go hungry, and I said they all deserve to go hungry. My parents said it was a disgusting attitude, and they grounded me for 2 weeks. Am I the asshole? Letter of the law. By the letter of the post, I think you are not the asshole. The spirit of the post. I think you might be a little brat. I think that might be what's really going on here. Yeah. True, Dust Boat. Why am I violating the register's copyright? You do have copyright of anything you post. However, this is for the public good. This is the public discourse. It is in the public interest to have me weigh in on these topics as a moral leader of my community. Me weighing in on these dilemmas serves the public good in such a way that it must be counted as fair use. Cooking is a wonderful interest to have, and I hope your enjoyment is not ruined by your family's behavior. It's one thing to share your dishes alongside the rest of the food during meals, but another entirely to be responsible for feeding all your family members. What a weird suggestion! So this person is suggesting that the compromise is make enough that they can have a bit of what you cook with their dinner? That's what I'm wondering, Chinese Star. Are they eating together and cooking separate meals? That's what I'm wondering, because this kid's a weirdo if he's doing that. That's the context we need. Like, does this family eat together and this kid is going, I'm not going to eat what you eat, Mom. I'm going to cook. And then Mom's like, you cook for everyone then. I'm not having you cooking one thing and me cooking another thing. We don't know what's happening. Live Frosting OP says, it hasn't ruined it, but I am prepared to stop cooking for the rest of my time living with my family rather than cook for their ungrateful butts. If you can cope without it for a long while, it may be worth giving up until you move out to save your sanity, but if cooking is your special place, that would be very hard. What the hell? What an insane response. You can say, based on what's written here, the family are assholes. Sure. What is this response? No, I'm starting to hate this kid. because of the people commenting on it. It's not his passion, Chinese Star. It's not just his passion. Cooking is his safe place. Alright, let's find all this guy's things. Hey, OP! Would have been nice in the original post you made. So OP claims, I buy the groceries I use for myself. I have a part-time job so I can do that. I'm not using their money. Right. Definitely not the asshole if your family is demanding you buy food and cook it for them. This seems insane to omit from the OP, though. Even as a made-up thought experiment for entertainment to go along with. It falls apart. He thought of it later? Yeah, but... I don't know, dog. This seems like something of a key detail and might be related to the idea of there being waste. So this person is saying fundamentally they still don't have a problem with cooking for them. It's just the way they give feedback on it. What is this? They can make you cook, but they can't make you cook well. At least make him cook. Forget let him cook. Make him cook. Make him cook. OP says they can't really make me cook. I can just decide to take being grounded if I need to. We can all go hungry, which might not be the worst thing given my sanity will be saved. Do you all just not eat now? What is being suggested? Have you... Since that occurrence, do you all just not eat? Is this post just bait to have you write kill yourself in the comments? Who's actually buying the food? PMW Fairy Queen asks. Live Frosting says, I buy what I cook for myself, but they have other groceries there that they buy. I don't use that now, since it's just for me. Okay. I have a part-time job. I was not buying my own food before. I was using what my parents bought. But since I stopped cooking for them, I started spending my own money. I bet you this guy was taking bits and pieces the mom had planned to cook with. I bet you he was taking stuff that was planned to be used in a meal before this. And it was f***ing up the cooking. I would bet you anything he was f***ing with it, and the response to him repeatedly doing that was, alright, you know what? You just cook for everyone then. How have I spent so long on this? Food is close to my heart.